And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven.
Break it down like this. Woo!
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And people, I won't go silent on you. I won't treat you like the gram. I won't treat you like the book. I will be here more consistent than any other app that you can call on. Maybe. Steve Rummage in the building, Nikki V in the booth.
Yeah, look, we're here with you until the end. I mean, listen, I may move to Florida here at some point, and I'm still with you. Still gonna be with you, man. It's one. Look, I'll just get me. If I do, I will free Marcus of that, and I'll get me a little night show and just tell Nate and them, just ask them, look, would you spare me an hour a night so I can just talk from down in wherever? Yeah, just, but regardless, yeah, no, we're here.
Nikki V in the booth. Nikki, what's good, my man?
Oh, not much. I had a weird dream last night. Is there a level of sleep you can go to that's not quite, a coma, but more than REM? I was on another planet last night.
What that is called is, it's a thing they're always talking about on Facebook. What is it called? People, sleep paralysis. That's what it's called.
Oh, I was gone, man.
You were in sleep paralysis.
It was borderline a lucid dream.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Lucid dream. Yeah.
I went back to high school, but it was kind of like a college campus, and I couldn't find my classes, but they were being taught by my middle school teachers that were somehow younger than when I went to middle school 20 years ago.
Okay.
And then I was trying to find Blankenbaker.
Right.
Maybe a little bit of that. I'm not gonna. I was trying to find Blankenbaker because I had the Comrex. Andy was yelling at me, and Jamie appeared as like short Jamie before he grew, and he was smoking Newports. I'm not even lying. He had cigarettes.
This is a lucid. You didn't mean lucid dream. You meant acid dream.
Well, it was that, but I could also like kind of control my emotions.
Right.
I was like, okay, I need to go down the hallway here, and yeah, but it was definitely
what is your level of control you have in your dreams on an average dream? Like, what percentage would you rate your control of your dreams?
Like a 5 maybe, but last night was like an 8.
Okay.
Which I'm kind of pissed off that I spent that 8 going up and down hallways and yelling at Jamie for being too young to smoke when I should have been flying and dating Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, okay. Like taking this. What say you, Steve? What level of your dreams do you usually control?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, probably. I don't know, probably 50-50. I mean, I'm just my sports dreams are the ones that like I can. And the reason why I say that is because like I had a dream not so long ago, like for instance, that when I was I was back in high school too. Was playing a basketball game, and it was like, but we played for Louisville. It was something weird. Yeah, it was like, but like when I've got the ball, like it's like in my brain, I'm like, okay, if I shoot this, I know it'll go in. And it's like, all right, so I shot it and it went in.
Okay,
it's like,
so you can visualize yourself scoring.
Yeah, like you just kind of like, okay, like in your dream, it's like you almost know. You're like, okay, I know. Okay, if I know the play, so then like I just make the guy, all right, swing it out, So it's like, but yeah, but that's just sports dreams. I don't know. Yeah, other ones I don't really.
You don't have,
just snakes, and it's just horrifying. Everywhere you step is snakes. You're like, what the freak?
I have
Indiana Steve here.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Did you have a snake phobia?
I do.
Like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I do.
Mine's kind of spiders.
Yeah, I do. Not big on snakes.
I can handle.
Yeah.
I can. I'm kind of country though. Like,
yeah, see,
I'm kind of country. Like Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah, just not a fan of it, man.
Lived in Alabama and Fort Worth, Texas, and it's just some you got to get used to some of these.
Something about them. Yeah. They're just nasty.
I'm pretty good with control. My favorite control in my dream is waking up.
Okay.
I can get myself out of a nightmare. I can say, wait a minute. No, no, that is my best skill set that I own.
You got the ejection.
Listen, what's the movie? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Inception.
Yeah. I can.
You're talking about the buildings movie?
Listen,
I can tell by your hand motion.
I can pull myself 3. No, I was thinking of kind of like the water, and I can dig myself out of this dream. Soon as I spot it, I can't fight. I cannot fight in my dreams.
I can't shoot anybody.
My punches are just so slow in my dreams.
I think it's everybody, man. Where you're like,
soft, slow, and soft, and I can't fight in my dream.
Or the ones where you're trying to like run or something, but you're like crawling uphill. You're like, why can't I run? I know.
This is my problem with running. I'm great at running, but when I hide, right?
Yeah.
You know how like you see those movies where they're looking through the peephole that's on the painting or something. Like I done found a secret wall in this building. Like the Matrix. Like I'm behind a secret. There's no way they're gonna find me. I'm gonna play this thing out. They're gonna leave, and just always like, how can you spot my cornea through this painting picture? Because I'm sitting there.
Yeah, but that's
and somebody just goes, there he is, and I'm like. No, I'm like, time out, dream.
Yeah.
Time out.
That's an inner phobia of yours, though. That has to be. It has to be like an inner phobia.
What, just being seen?
That you're going to be found. Yeah.
We need to sleep like, a dream.
No, Steve did it probably last week or something. What
dream interpretation?
Yeah. He went straight to it. No, I don't have that in order. I just know I can never hide.
Mm-hmm.
When I do run and hide, I can't fight, and I suck at hiding.
It's fair,
but everything else is pretty controllable. Like
I don't really have bad dreams though. Like I said, every once in a while I have one of those dreams, like I said, where I'm like, everywhere I walk, there's like snakes and stuff, and it's like, what the crap, dude? You're like, ah.
Supposedly, there's ways. There's a guy when I worked at UPS. He came in and he sounded exactly like you probably know this guy already without even meeting him. Great dude, but was reading a book about how to control dreams, and he was like, "Man, you got to do this, bro," and everything. And I was like, I feel like I need some medicine to be able to do it. But no, seriously, like there's techniques. Like you have to.
NyQuil gives me nightmares, and heavy like pork.
Really,
I feel like gives me nightmares.
I don't want to control my dream though.
Listen, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say
sometimes I do, like the flying ones.
They say
cool ones.
They say what your dreams are all your brain creates problems that you may or may not face. So all the time when you dream, your body is learning how to deal with these situations if you ever encounter them. So that's why they say that the tie-in between dreams and your reality is your brain's trying to prepare you for something that it sees happening in the future that you don't realize, or just your subconscious fears, and it's just preparing you. It's taking everything you've read and TV and everything.
So it's like running Sims, like it's
I think it's like needed. Yeah.
So I agree with you. Like I said,
well, if some of these are going to happen, I have some celebrities I need to apologize to.
No, listen, it's a necessary evil for you to be a functional human being. Okay, speaking of functional human beings out here, in order to move forward, we're gonna have to do our grades. We are gonna have to do our grades. That's been we're playing some good football.
Yeah.
So I would definitely want to keep the routine on our playing good football go to way.
Dana.
But first, you know how we do. Dana wants to jump in here. Dana jumps here. Dana, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Here's my thing with dreams. I couldn't help but overhear the conversation. I'm okay. I think I have about 80 to 90% of control. Here's where I always end up coming up short: when I fall.
like big falls or trips.
Just like if I trip or fall, whether it's big or little, I can't get up. So I have complete control of everything. I'm talking about, how you guys are talking about fighting and doing all of that. And
Yep.
even when it gets really over the top, like even a gunfight, which happens rarely, but it does happen.
Right.
I fall and it's a wrap. Like I know then I got to get up. I got to wake up.
Okay.
If I don't,
When you say I can't get off the ground, are you like a turtle on your back or something? Or are you just not strong enough to get up?
It's like gravity increases exponentially when I hit the ground. Like it just takes forever to get up. And I mean, if you're in a gunfight, it's pretty much a wrap. So it's
wait a minute. Have you ever gotten executed?
pretty. Wait, you're saying that? And yes, that happened. Yes, that is a real thing. Yes, that actually happened. But yes, I'm good until I hit the ground, or the big falls a little. So I can't get up off the ground, man. I don't know. Interpret that one for me. I got nothing.
Listen, Dave, I appreciate the call. Yeah, I shouldn't be laughing about that one. That's a horrifying way to go, to trip and fall and just have somebody standing over me. It's just about to end it. Yeah, Dan, I'm sorry. We're not laughing at your dream. We're laughing with your dream.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was going to say, yeah, but he's right. He's right. A couple things really quick before we move on the text line. Let me get to these. Texter says, my wife has bad dreams about me, then gets mad like I've actually done something wrong. That is true. I've
witnessed that.
Yeah.
As well.
Somebody said last night I slept walk. I picked up the dog from our bed, yelled at my wife. She needed to get her medicine or get her the medicine. Glad I wasn't the only one having weird dreams last night.
A girlfriend's sick, and in the middle of the night, she just was like, that's not a good one. It's not a good one. And I was like, yeah, what's not a good one? And she was like, Ian. He's not a good one. And I was like, all right, who the hell's Ian? At that point, I was like, wait a second now. Who the hell is this guy?
I was just going to let it go. But you know what I've been doing? Last thing I'll say on the dream things. You know what I've been doing? Project. I didn't even tell you about this, Steve.
Okay, I'm listening.
Golly. Nikki, you're going to have to look it up. I've been sleeping without a pillow for about 10 days now.
Oh. That sucks.
It's awesome now.
Really?
It's awesome now.
It's terrible.
I want you to look up benefits of sleeping without a pillow. I want you to look that up.
All right, I'm on it.
I've been sleeping without. Listen, I don't know if I'll ever use a pillow again.
Sorry, I'm clearing my search history of who the hell is Ian.
But when I do try it again, maybe I'll get brought back into it.
Okay.
But
there we go. Wow, there's a bunch of them. Ready?
I know. Listen, I just tried it.
It prevents back pain, helps deal with neck pain, combats headaches, alleviates stress, prevents facial acne, which I guess makes sense. So it's good for side sleepers, back sleepers, and stomach sleepers. So wait, I was gonna say, I was like, wait a minute, sleep? Yeah, like bats, so you like hang upside down. I can't think of any other side.
The belly sleep.
Yeah, really.
Listen, maybe it's my sinuses are too bad, but I'm like, I just can't do it, man. If I lay my head back like that, I'm like, that's terrible.
Are you a back sleeper?
Back and side.
Side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be a belly sleeper, but then my belly got bigger and it hurts.
Okay.
Side sleeping is considered the healthiest sleeping position
on your left side.
But if you're using a pillow without the proper support, this is not the case. Side sleepers need a pillow that will work to keep their spine straight while sleeping. End result, side sleepers should not sleep without a pillow.
Why don't you spend the extra money and just buy a bed that moves? And then is what you do is you lay on your pillow and then you lift the bottom up a little bit and it straightens you out the same way.
No, you listen, there's, like I said, when you talk about the circulation and what you're,
I'll just die early.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I can't sleep without a pillow.
No. Listen, I thought it was a ridiculous idea.
Yeah.
I literally said, I'm going to try to see how stupid
just
this is.
See if it works.
Yeah. And listen.
And it works.
Listen, day one, I was like, I woke up, I was like, okay, well, I don't have a crook in my neck. That was win number one. Okay. Day two.
That is true. I can vouch for that. I do wake up sometimes like, oh.
Okay, I'm confused now. I'm reading this thing. They're not a sponsor, I don't think. Chase Dental Sleep Care has 5 benefits of sleeping without a pillow. And then it breaks down the types of sleeping. Side sleeping, back sleeping, stomach sleeping.
Yeah.
And all of them say that you shouldn't do it without a pillow. except stomach sleeping, where they say that you could use a thin pillow, but they also say that is the most unhealthy version of sleep.
That's what they said too.
According to
soft pillows.
A sleep specialist in New York who shall remain nameless.
Listen, I didn't mean to take y'all down this whole road, but I just want to acknowledge, Steve.
No one pissed off though.
Listen, 10 days. My neck has felt, my neck, my back has felt great. No, like I said, no crooks or anything. And people who have swelling problems, because like if I'm up, all day, I shoot around, through the house or whatever, my feet will swell or something like that. I've noticed my circulation has been immaculate since I've been sleeping without a pillow. Just something that,
believe it, man.
Again, y'all don't. It's not crazy. You try it and just tell me what you think about it. But again, it's insanity, and I acknowledge the idea of sleeping without a pillow is like so unhuman that we can't even wrap our minds around. That we actually maybe are built to sleep without pillows,
Well, like naturally we didn't have pillows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
probably...
Steve's watched me on this insane adventure to be normal, to be what God made us to be.
That's fair.
But yeah, point being, that's been a fun little experiment.
Texter said Ian is Steve from Instagram.
That's somebody who really listens to the show.
Well done.
Okay, Steve, do you want to kick into grades and just do the house cleaning of the grades?
We can. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Is there an option B that you would like to?
No. I think we need to close the chapter of this Wake Forest game, and if grades are how we do it, I think that's a good way to close it.
Well, let's start off firing. Defensive line, bang.
Not as good. It's going to be one of my lower grades. Now, I will say Ashton Gelati going out didn't help them.
Oh, man. Is it his toe? Is that confirmed?
I don't know. I didn't hear.
Nikki, can you punch that in as well? If Ashton Gelati, if it's his toe, Steve, if it's his big toe, I'm sitting him out against Virginia.
Well, Coach Satterfield sure sounded yesterday like there's a chance he would set out.
Yeah. And him being day to day, right?
Yeah.
You get him, you leave him out, and you get this bye week. Next week is your bye week.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, y'all, this is like the most mature I've been in my life almost.
Right.
I want to see him on the field, right? I want this Virginia win really, really bad. Marcus Maben, there's something about this win. I want it for my season going into bye week. I know the momentum of the season can change. Like everything can change. A bye week with the win versus a bye week with the loss. And part of me just says, "Oh, Marcus, just let him heal up during the off weekend." And I'm like, "No, Marcus, no. That's a selfish behavior. That kid is a true freshman starting impactful defensive lineman. That is the most we're learning. Satterfield can move the ball. We got some good quarterback play.
Absolutely.
We got some good wide receiver play. We got some good line. Most of our lines coming back. We got all this good stuff going. He is a cornerstone of a building defensive line. Marcus, grow up. If it's his big toe, what he's pushing off on, you sit him until he feels 100%. And again, I know there's 100% line, but listen, zero gravity bikes, you are in pools, bike workouts, everything except for pushing off on that big toe. You are on big toe quarantine for 2 weeks.
Right.
And when you come back, son, you're not starting when you finally come back. You're on a pitch count. You're way too important to this team. And I hate that.
No, I don't disagree. I mean, I think that could be the case, but losing him hurt. But I still would go, I'm going to go C- only because I really respect how Wake Forest runs the football. I think they're really good.
Acknowledging they could have tore us up a lot.
Or I would have gave us a D. Yeah, but that's the one spot. Mark Ennis and Mark Blankenbaker did a great job yesterday. I even called you to tell you of breaking that down. And it's like the question is starting to come, and they brought it up that that's the one position group that if we're looking at positional coaches, I think that's the one group that it's like, it's not really happening for us. Like they're not getting better. It doesn't feel like, I don't know. I mean, and I mentioned yesterday, we've got some guys waiting in the wings, Victor Brown, Caleb Banks.
That's the important part as
Raheem Craig. But here's the problem. The guys I've saw come in, I don't think are like majorly improving.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like to, I don't want to start going after positional coaches, but I'm like, if a change is made in the off season, I think you may bring a recruiter and a D-line coach that is a recruiter. Mark Ennis brought up a good point yesterday. I mean, when you look in the South and you look at a lot of those places, well, I mean, even my guy Coop that was in here, he's a D-line guy. I mean, your D-line coaches a lot of times, I mean, Clint Hurt, when Charlie was here, like your D-line coaches a lot of times are your biggest recruiters.
Your dog recruiters.
Yeah, and it's like we're not really getting that out of our defensive line spot. And that's kind of the one spot. And here's the problem is the talent's there. That's kind of where if there just wasn't any talent there, then I would still be mad. But
you're getting some talent, but I'm still
we've got 3 dudes that have potential to play in the NFL. I mean, like, that's pretty good off the defensive line. I mean, like, for Louisville. I mean, like, we're never going to have a defensive line that looks like Georgia's. We're just not going to.
I want my 400 pounds.
Yeah, like, well, no, I do agree with that. I think you could go get one big guy in the middle.
But point being the Ashton thing is to me is my eyeballs on that one heavy. But like you said, you have a chance to prove to me, and I'll throw in one curve. I'll throw in one grading caveat curve.
Okay.
I'll give them the PFF pass. And what I mean by that is they are looking at film. They are in charge of the play calling. You don't know how many calls are. Just keep him in the pocket, y'all. Mm-hmm. Keep him in the pocket. Force him to throw from this pocket.
Well, I do think that last Saturday was a game. I mean, Coach Satterfield even talked about it, where you did have to. It was less about pass rush, and more about, more about staying in my.
Because to the human eye, if we watch somebody back there just dancing in the pocket, and we're just kind of working our little area, but not going after, or to us, it looks like, I mean, we're trying to crush the pocket, but we're not trying to like pass rush beat the guy because you're going to get out your lanes and you're in trouble.
But I think defensively, sometimes I think the laziest opinions are just coming after the defensive coordinators, because the defensive coordinator has no control on Yaya Diaby coming off the edge. The defensive coordinator creates the scheme. I like the scheme. I think it was Blankenbaker. It might have been Ennis. It was one of the two. I'm sorry, whoever it was. It was one of the two yesterday. Had a great point about Arkansas. Said Arkansas does it all the time. Arkansas plays 3 and drops 8. That's how they play. But their 3 cause havoc.
Yeah, right.
At the front.
Right.
I like Brian Brown's scheme. I like the scheme. I don't mind the 3 down lineman with the card position, because the 3 down lineman allows us to have a card position, which we'll get to. Jack Fago's, I think, is doing an excellent job there.
Awesome right
and
now.
He's punched me right in the mouth because I was like, I don't like it, and he's been awesome.
And he did move from safety to linebacker.
Yeah. So I don't mind that scheme, and you've got to give one or the other. Because I mean, if you're gonna have 3 down linemen, or you're gonna have, and it's not just the card position, but different things you can do. So I'm not trying to get into that, but I think it's very lazy sometimes when people are like, well, it's all Brian Brown. The Brian Brown's ain't got nothing to do with them coming off the edge.
Let me tag something along with that, because I've watched it with this team, and I've watched it with this other NFL team I've rooted for. I've watched a team 8 defensive stops in a row.
Yeah.
Now we're in the late game.
Texter, that's NIL. You've got to include all the Instagram and Twitters now on their bios.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've watched a game, 7 defensive stops. Right.
Yeah.
You literally stopped the defense, and our offense got 2 field goals out of it, right? At the end of the game, your defense gives up the first touchdown. You lose 7-6.
Yeah.
Oh, our defense, man, they just didn't hold up. Brian Brown, when it mattered, your defense didn't hold up. It's like, well, I held this offense to 26, to 24 points. Hey, we're designed to be able to put up 35 points.
Yeah.
It's still, when it mattered, you choked.
Yeah.
No, I didn't choke. They were 1 for 7 in possessions. Yeah, you suck when the pressure's on you. It's like, shut up. Shut up. Like, to me, that's another lazy position.
I totally agree.
Because it's a whole game of defensive possessions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, my offense should have been able to put my 7 possessions.
Yeah.
Should have put me in a position to,
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
To be able to call some get them off balance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I agree.
Instead of playing defense from we can't give up field position. Now I can look for turnovers. If we're up 14 with some of these 7 stops that I gave. So yeah, that's another one that's kind of a pet peeve of saying defense played good for 3.5 quarters, and then 3.5 quarters of football, we should win.
I know.
Yeah, that's just one of those. Did we have anybody, or did they jump out here? Okay, I'll tell you what.
And real quick, one last thing. I mean, the defense the other day held Wake Forest to, what was it, 37? I think is what they had.
I think it was their lowest total.
Yeah, the offense outgained them. And again, this is where I go back to. I mean, and we'll get into this, so I'm not going too far ahead here. But Sackfield drew up 2 dimes. I mean, 2 just masterful touchdown plays. And we missed on both of them, So, I mean, like that stuff happens too. So I could just as easily flip it. And I'm not doing that. I mean, either way, but I mean, I could just as easy as flip it. Say, well, the defense did plenty. We should have scored in the 50s almost.
Yeah. And he said it. Yeah. He acknowledged it. And but here's the problem. You'll never have a defensive coach be able to come on there and say, yeah, our offense didn't, they probably should have.
Unless you're the head coach. unless you're Charlie Strong.
Yeah.
Charlie Strong can say,
Nick Saban will do it too.
Yeah. Well, Sean Watson's going to get fired at the end of the year because.
Right. Yeah. No, we should not lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We shouldn't lose 14-10.
Yeah.
It's you problem, not me. Yeah. Like,
and I don't think there's an offense. Actually, I'm really happy with the offense. We'll get to that.
Right. And Coach Brown, like, no, that sack that you had, that Jack Fagot sack, where Hartman just made a good play. Like, say that out loud. Like, don't be afraid to say.
And give the defense credit. This is something Coach Satterfield said yesterday, and I was glad he said it. Give the defense credit for making a stop at the end of half. They stopped that team. That team gambled on the 1-yard line and said, we're going to try. And my defense went, nope.
I could not imagine going to a referee and saying, hey, if we don't score, it's an automatic timeout, okay?
I know, yeah. I mean, my defense held up.
Hey, listen to me, Steve. It's an automatic timeout.
Yeah.
The second. And imagine a play going down, right? And 4.5, 5 seconds pass by. Then somebody blows the whistle because he's actually fighting to try to get in the end zone. And I heard Blank talking about it. He's fighting to get in. He doesn't get in. Yet, well, technically, the play ended right when his knee was down, not when we blew the whistle.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, right. Right. Like, well, that's not the rule.
That's not. No, games are not officiated. The clock stops when the referee blows the whistle, not when his knee touches the ground. Are you insane?
I know. I know we're going to take a break, so let's do this. Let me tease it. There was another reason, and in the D-line, I do agree, was an issue. There was one other reason, though, why we struggled on Saturday defensively. That hasn't got a lot of attention yet that I want to bring up, and it'll be a grade.
Defensive line C++ for me. They held up. Man. They held up. Listen, when he had time in the pocket, it looked like they were holding their lanes the right way.
Yeah.
We had maybe 2 leak outs that Hartman got out the pocket, and we had a spy there.
Yeah.
C++. After the commercial might be a B if I think about it. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville.
What's up, Louisville? Marshawn Ford here. While preparing for the 2021 season, I came across something that helped me up my cooking game on campus. Not only is it the gettins, but it's all natural, low sodium, has no sugar, no chemicals, or preservatives. It's no secret that when you eat good, you feel good. Dan-O's seasoning has set me up for a damn good season. Yum, yum, get your some. Check them out at danosseasoning.com.
Louisville football looks to bounce back Saturday when the Cards host Virginia. And for the most pre- and post-game coverage, keep it locked on ESPN Louisville.
Cunningham spins down to the goal line. Cunningham is in for the touchdown for Louisville.
Join Pat Jaggers and Taylor Lynch Saturday at 1 o'clock for the Miller Lite pregame show. And then directly following the game, it's the Miller Lite postgame show with Mark Ennis, both on 93.9 The Ville. If it's Louisville football, we talk about it here on ESPN Louisville.
At Kroger, fresh groceries are our thing, so we check your delivery order for freshness at every step from farm to store and pick and pack every veggie in your free pickup order with care because we treat your food the way we'd want ours to be treated. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
And now you'll find more ways to save on your favorites. When you download digital coupons, you can use up to 5 times in one transaction. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey guys, golf season is back, and what better way to celebrate than with a round at Wooded View Golf Course and Driving Range in Clarksville, Indiana. Located just minutes from downtown Louisville off Veterans Parkway and I-65, Wooded View is convenient and affordable. Looking to have a company outing or event? We can do that too. Stop by now and check out our newly renovated bunkers and tees, as well as our new craft beer selection. Schedule your tee time today at woodedviewgc.com. Again, that's woodedviewgc.com.
People-friendly equipment, technology, and service for all of your print communication needs. Look no further.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
Copy, scan, fax, send, or mail. Your unduplicated professionals can simplify the process with world-class network business machines from Ricoh and Savin. High-quality office equipment solutions and services, and the fairest possible price always for you. That's our commitment.
For today and tomorrow.
And our commitment continues from our commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the 7110 Ricoh graphic print system, providing superior color output to include spot varnish options. Duplicator Sale, Derby City Litho, corporate mailing systems, Ricoh and Savin.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
Phone 589-5555. Online at duplicatorsales.net. 831 East Broadway in Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown and Lexington.
Louisville men's basketball season tickets are on sale now. Catch the Cards as they hit the hardwood for what's sure to be another exciting season at the KFC Yum Center. Save on single game ticket pricing and enjoy exclusive perks for as little as $18 per game. Marquee matchups include ACC showdowns against Duke, North Carolina, Virginia, and more. Secure your seats today by visiting gocards.com/tickets. Don't miss a second of the action this season with Louisville men's basketball season tickets. L's up and go Cards!
Football's in full swing, and about the only thing more popular is securing a great rate on your home loan. Whether it's a new home or refinancing your current investment, Century Mortgage is your team. Our commitment to personal local business drives us to deliver exceptional service to our clients and community. At Century Mortgage, you're meeting with people who live here, work here, and like you are invested in this community. Let us, your neighbor Century Mortgage, take care of funding your most important investment, your home. Let Century Mortgage be a part of your team. We're here to get you home. Visit CenturyMortgage.com to get started today. Century Mortgage Company is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 26988.
If you're traveling by foot, it's important to stay on your toes. Be visible with bright or reflective clothing. Use sidewalks and crosswalks. Pay attention and stay off the phone. When it comes to pedestrian safety, please walk the walk. Walk safe, Kentucky. A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
What do you call a group of friends who wear the same jersey for good luck, no matter how old it is, and who support their team through thick and thin, week after week, as if the very season depended on it while drinking Miller Lite? You call it Miller time, all football season long. Here's to the original light beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2021 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Prescription products require an online consult.
You want one? Because I'm going to grab one.
Full details and important safety information.
Think you might have ED? Not sure? Well, we'd like to let you in on a little secret. ED is common. About 40% of men experience ED by age 40, but the solution is simple. Find it at 4hims.com.
I didn't have to talk to a doctor in person. There was no copay, and the medication was shipped right to my door in discreet packaging.
Hims took care of it, fast and easy. Now our love life is better than ever.
Get access to doctors online who can prescribe you FDA-approved ED medication if appropriate. The same active ingredient as name brands, but 90% cheaper. Skip the waiting rooms and pharmacy lines. Get a free medical consultation and rise to the occasion or your money back. Go to 4hims.com/radio to get your first visit free. No copay required. The only way to get this special offer is to go to 4hims.com/radio. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Your home for Liquor Barn's coverage of Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens is right here on ESPN Louisville.
Lamar Jackson, he'll keep it on the read option, and he flips in for the go-ahead touchdown.
The Ravens return to M&T Bank Stadium Monday to take on Carson Wentz and the Colts. Westwood One's coverage begins at 7:15 on ESPN 680, 105.7, and the Ravens official broadcast starts at 7:45 on 93.9 The Ville. Live play-by-play of Lamar and the Ravens is presented by Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
This is Bob Valvano. As some of you know, I have stage 4 leukemia. Thanks to 2 new medications that are both less than 5 years old, my progress has been good and my prognosis is strong. Those medications only came about because of research funded from people like you. My late brother Jim said, "I need your help. It may not save my life, but it may save someone you love." This research is doing just that. We created Kentuckiana Friends of V, a local 501c3 organization that works in close cooperation with the V Foundation to fund research and preventive initiatives locally, right here in the Kentuckiana area. Won't you consider helping us in that quest? Sign up for an event, volunteer, or just make a donation at kfov.org. You really do help save lives like mine. That's kfov.org.
Purchase your tracks today.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. I was trying to whisper royalty free or no.
Too late.
Maybe. I can't tell on this one, honestly. I thought it was.
Listen,
but
you can't go back to this royalty free stuff, man. I like my music. I want some good songs. I want Nikki to be able to go through, pick out oldies, country, rock, rap, whatever he wants.
8-bit. I heard 8-bit.
No, I need my music when I come back. It gets me juice.
As long as you two can bear the responsibility of me unmuting.
I will take on this responsibility from here on out.
When you come back, I want some Florida Uncle Luke type music for the second hour.
Okay.
Some up tempo.
Did you listen to my Martinez song? Uncle Luke.
I'm sure I did. Okay. When did we talk about that?
I can't remember, like Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, I know I did.
Hey, real quick, I'm in and we'll get back to grades. I'm in a weird stage right now. I'm in a novelty tea stage. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but like today I got like the Spider-Man shirt on.
I like novelty teas. I've got an obscene amount of teas.
Kohl's,
and I want more.
Kohl's novelty tees are the most comfortable things you're ever going to wear. Like I got that Mickey Mouse one. I've got this one. I got me a Dunder Mifflin one.
They're kind of soft.
Yeah, no, they're amazing, dude. I got me a Lion King one for Animal Kingdom. We're going in a few weeks.
I go particularly all my Star Wars.
Yeah,
cottons. Oh God, they're
it's, these are great.
It's not a novelty thing. It's an age thing. Just their comfort against your skin.
I guess I've just went away from like. Now I saw Ennis wearing the home plate stuff, and not home plate, home field. They got the U of L, like the retro U of L tees and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I did go order me a couple of those. Those look really comfortable. So I got those.
Those are cool.
But I like before
Street Pinky still make stuff like I know they were
I don't know.
affiliated with the station,
Yeah.
but they had like all the cool like River Frogs and Redbirds, like the old school like minor league.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. See, I
haven't heard the name in a while.
But do you know I went through a stretch where like I would wear nothing but Louisville. When I went out of town, I'd have just nothing but Louisville shirts.
Is that subconscious?
Yeah, it was like I've got to show everybody I'm wearing my Louisville stuff. Now it's like I'm kind of moving away from that. I don't know if it's getting a little older where I'm like, I just wear it.
Or you just pissed at your school.
Could be that subconsciously. Maybe I was just like, yeah, I did stop eating Italian food. I don't know if that's got anything.
Fine, more for me. Jackass.
No, actually, me and the wife, we got a reservation at Epcot in a few weeks at it's called Via Napoli. Maybe
my broken Italian says go to Napoli. Is that what that is?
No, it's VIA.
Oh, like coming from Napoli.
Napoli.
Living.
Coming from Naples.
Maybe it's NAPOLIA.
Don't try to interpret what he's doing right
but
now.
it's supposed to be like the best pizza in Disney all around, and it's got like Italian food, and it's supposed to be the best Disney or the best pizza and the best tiramisu.
Oh, okay, that'll do.
So
I think I forgot the style, but like Napolitano or whatever.
Yeah.
Is like it's sort of like
it's a little more
thicker,
saucy.
Yeah, like a heavier sauce, but like heavier mozzarella and like full basil on top. So it's sort of like a fatter caprese.
Yes.
Like,
exactly
along those lines.
And I am a little bit of a
lumpier
pizza connoisseur as well. So
I was gonna say that the Italian delegation is so pissed at you right now. Just you're supposed to know all this stuff on demand.
I can talk pizza. Like I said I got Via mixed up, but I know Naples. That's where my family's from. There's actually saying Vaffa Napoli. I think I'm allowed to say that. It's basically the Italian go to hell because Naples is like the Detroit of Italy. It's like a terrible city.
Okay.
My family's from there.
Yeah.
So it's Napoli?
No, but
Vaffa Napoli. Yeah.
So is it via Napoli or via?
Yeah, I think they're basically saying like.
So how about you use a
from
different city
Naples.
as your comparison, please?
Do what?
How about you use a different city for your comparison, please?
Oh, sorry.
What, the butthole of America?
No, that's West Virginia. No,
right.
Naples is like, okay. How about this? It's the Cleveland.
And every single person that resides in that hellhole.
Speaking of hellhole,
except for the defensive side of the Detroit Lions, they're okay.
Speaking of hellhole,
yeah.
Let me tell you what my morning consisted of in the workplace.
Okay.
Dignitaries.
Okay.
Which you're not allowed to talk slick to.
Okay.
Slick.
Hey, Marcus. We didn't get a chance to discuss the new allegations.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Issel.
Why'd you make him sound like a gangster?
My goodness, Marcus. Don't they have any compliance over there?
Well, Dan, they actually were in compliance when that video was made. They were trying to talk to compliance there. So I say that, right? And y'all can feel my energy right now. It's like, I'm not in the mood for this shite. Excuse me. I'm not in the mood for this. You know I'm not, right? But here's the problem. As I'm leaving, right? It's because our compliance doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Because our compliance actually has to do some work, and we don't get.
Because our police and compliance actually have to work.
But you got to say it under your breath. Yeah. Look, as you. But see you later, Dan.
Yeah.
Bye, Mr.
Bye, top 100 players of all time.
Yeah,
basketball.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like you're right. It's like the first time your mom and dad. What'd you say? Just nothing. That was my hellhole of a morning. So people, you should know that I'm taking more because I can't say anything back.
Yeah.
Y'all get to talk to y'all coworkers in the rivalry talk. We just got to take it.
Yeah.
I feel like some people are made. And like, you know, like it's the mob. Like you can't, I mean, Issel and Pratt, they're the luminaries.
I know.
I mean, come on.
I know.
Like everyone's cool grandparents.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's
No,
like,
listen,
I can't.
listen, I can respect. Yeah, that's all I'll say, man. I can hate everything.
But I was thinking it.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
There's times the chirping. I'm just like fresh. Yeah, no. Occasionally the rivalry comes out. But
Yeah.
I can yell at my grandpa. He's seen some things. He's done some things. He's an all-time great.
Okay. Well, last thing, since we are going to do a little Miami music next. Let's finish this one with the little quick conversation, Steve.
Okay.
Denver, Baltimore.
We are going to finish up our grades in the
second hour. Yes,
next hour. Okay.
Denver, Baltimore. I just don't want to get into the grades and with a couple minutes. Denver, Baltimore. The running late controversy. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. There was a lot of controversy in that game because one of them's got me where I'm getting a little bit like, well, wait a minute now. Just because Cam Newton's gone doesn't mean Lamar's the next black quarterback in line that can get hit because he runs. And it's starting to become that way where it's like, wait a minute now. You would kick people. Can you imagine if somebody hit Tom Brady the way they hit Lamar
in the butt? Yeah,
behind his legs like that. You'd be suspended. Be gone. Kicked out of the league, probably. Like, you can't do that. Can't come up from behind him and hit him in his legs.
Right. Wait, just so the I told you so crowd can say, and then we're going to be sitting around saying, it happened in the pocket, jackass. Guy.
On a phenomenal throw. That was his dime to Hollywood Brown. It was like 40, 50 yards.
And got hit in the legs.
Yeah. And I'm like, way late. Like, Lamar's not a complainer. And for him to jump up that way, like, hey.
And his butt is too skinny to be getting put on it like that off of, because when you get hit in the legs, you have to get your feet from under you. That's how you. So you're going to fall hard.
Oh, sure.
The
lower back.
That's what I was going to say. Your lower back, your butt. That's going to hurt. And he was already saying his hip was hurt. So that kind of stuff will slow you down quicker than anything. Now you awkward stretches. Speaking of awkward stretches, stay off the scooter no more.
I know him in Hollywood.
Yeah,
partying.
But then again, that's fun.
Whatever. So there was that.
Okay, so
Teddy represented himself well, I thought. Even I got the concussion, but
47 straight games, 100-yard rushing.
Yeah,
they wanted to make sure they got that number.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's the NFL, man. Yeah, the NFL.
You don't care about any of that.
Yeah, it's like, man, you must be new to the game or something. Because
he said in 37, you got that sound, Nikki? You got that Denver Bronco sound? Because he was like, when I heard it, like I didn't know there was this was a thing.
Nah, in the NFL, it's fair game to go for records like that.
For streaks?
Absolutely. We're pros. We're all getting paid out here, man. Yeah, I'm going for the record. Like, no.
I want you to know that I want to keep this record going.
Yeah. And look, and you've got a full game to stop me. The game's not over yet.
And
I'm not going to give up just because we've beat you.
And especially if you start run blitzing to stop me from getting that record and I throw a bomb.
Yeah.
Own it.
Yeah. Deal with it, man.
Yeah, you got to deal with that.
I totally agree.
Yeah, we're up 16.
Yeah, the NFL, that all goes out the window, man. All that sportsmanship, all that. Yeah.
You don't believe in NFL sportsmanship?
No, I don't. I believe that there's a code of ethics.
Yeah, okay, ethics. Okay, yeah.
There's a code of ethics between player and player. Like, you don't hit a quarterback after he's thrown the ball, in his legs. Yes, there's a code of ethics, but there's not sportsmanship.
I hate the leg. I hate the leg open field. Like,
yeah,
when you can catch a tight end super low.
Yeah, like if a running back went out of bounds, like, you don't go up and break his leg.
But you can't.
No, you can.
Yeah.
If Chubb steps out and you want to just take him out and SEC caliber game.
That was just SEC football.
Hey, do it. I don't care.
That's what put you in the league.
It did. Fair enough.
Go ahead.
Did you have a problem with the last play that Baltimore ran?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of bullshit. I expected it from them. You know, I've 37 years in pro ball. I've never seen anything like that. So, but it was to be expected, and we expected it.
Why did you expect it from them?
Because I just know how they operate.
Okay.
You know,
well, then it's your fault for not stopping.
That's just their, mode of operation there. Player safety is secondary.
Is that something anybody even really talked about, that they had 42 straight or whatever the number was, 100-yard games? And
we didn't talk about it during the week, but I'm sure the players were aware of it. You guys made them aware of it.
Yes, you did.
Right.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Like, and you sound stupid. Well, we expected it.
And see,
well, then why didn't you stop it?
And like, stop. Like, Baltimore and Ozzie Newsome, they have an established reputation of being a excellent run organization. Has there been have you heard anything in the last 15 years about a dirty program in Baltimore? What was the last dirty play you saw Harbaugh pull?
Yeah. I mean, geez, I don't know. I mean, he coached Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. I mean, I'm not saying they're dirty players, but they were heavy hitters,
just like.
Well, Harbaugh didn't coach them.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah,
well, actually, no, he did. Yeah, he did.
No, I think he was after them.
No, he won the Super Bowl, right? Didn't Harbaugh win the Super Bowl?
They lost that Super. Wait,
no, they beat the Niners, right?
That was Harbaugh. That wasn't his first year, was it? Jeez.
Unless my ears are off.
Point being.
Do you want to hear Harbaugh's response?
I do.
I mean, I thought we were on good terms. We had a nice chat before the game. Known each other for a long time, but I promise you, I'm not going to give that insult 1 second thought. That's what's meaningful. What's meaningful to us might not be meaningful to them. Their concerns are definitely not our concerns. And, we didn't expect to get the ball back, but we decided that if we got the ball back, we were going to try to get the yards. And we got it back with 3 seconds left. So you're throwing the ball in the end zone with 10 seconds left. I don't know that there's a 16-point touchdown that's going to be possible right there. So, that didn't have anything to do with winning the game. So, like I said, what's meaningful to us might not be meaningful to them, and we're not going to concern ourselves with that.
Did that kind of surprise you, though, based on the family history your family has with them?
I'm not thinking about it. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I'm not getting drug into that. We expected it, so it's expected. Why are you throwing in the end zone with 10 seconds left?
Right. Yeah, I know. It's like, that
means you wanted to hold us to our yardage, and you wanted to cut the spread, and you wanted to hold us under the yards.
No, that's fair. I think you're right on that. I do got a question. I know we're going to break, right? You can play out if you want. The biggest question of the week. I've been getting a lot of texts about this, so I need to ask you on the air, and I haven't told you about this yet. I know Louisville plays at 3. Are you going to have enough time to make it to Kentucky LSU with Jerry East on Saturday night?
Ironically, I got invited.
I figured.
Yeah. We're talking about it right now.
That's why I didn't know if you'd make it over there.
Coach, the ancestors are not happy with you right now.
Just got an awful lot to say about the University of Louisville.
Man, that's a Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville.
Official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg, is 93.9 The Ville.
Create your dream ring with one of Shane Company's unique gold or platinum settings and add the loose center natural diamond or gemstone of your choice. Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and Shaneco.com.
Looking for insider info, top football picks, and the latest game predictions?
Then tune in for The Fine Line with Joe Wiz. Joe looks at the biggest matchups of the week. The Wiz breaks down all the games and helps turn picks into profits. That's The Fine Line with Joe Wiz this weekend.
Listen Saturdays at 10 a.m. right here on ESPN Louisville 93.9 The Ville. Presented by Bet River Sportsbook, Indiana's hometown sportsbook.
U of L fans love their hometown team, the Louisville Cardinals. And Louisville's hometown law firm, Alex R. White, PLLC, is proud to be an official corporate sponsor of U of L Athletics. When you need a lawyer, go Cards and go to SueDistractedDriver.com.
Card Nation, this is attorney Alex White with SueDistractedDriver.com. Our law firm is a team of dedicated attorneys ready to fight for you. If you get injured because of someone else's negligence, their insurance company already has a legal team, and now so do you. If you or a friend or loved one are injured, find your attorney at SueDistractedDriver.com.
This is an advertisement.
DistractedDriver.com.
This is an advertisement.
Hey guys, golf season is back, and what better way to celebrate than with a round at Wooded View Golf Course and Driving Range in Clarksville, Indiana. Located just minutes from downtown Louisville off Veterans Parkway and I-65. Wooded View is convenient and affordable. Looking to have a company outing or event? We can do that too. Stop by now and check out our newly renovated bunkers and tees, as well as our new craft beer selection. Schedule your tee time today at woodedviewgc.com. Again, that's woodedviewgc.com.
Louisville football looks to bounce back Saturday when the Cards host Virginia. And for the most pre- and post-game coverage, keep it locked on ESPN Louisville.
Cunningham spins down to the goal line. Cunningham is in for the touchdown for Louisville.
Join Pat Jaggers and Taylor Lynch Saturday at 1 o'clock for the Miller Lite pregame show. And then directly following the game, it's the Miller Lite postgame show with Mark Ennis, both on 93.9 The Ville. If it's Louisville football, we talk about it here on ESPN Louisville.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
This is Bob Valvano. As some of you know, I have stage 4 leukemia. Thanks to 2 new medications that are both less than 5 years old, my progress has been good and my prognosis is strong. Those medications only came about because of research funded from people like you. My late brother Jim said, I need your help. It may not save my life, but it may save someone you love. This research is doing just that. We created Kentuckiana Friends of V, a local 501c3 organization that works in close cooperation with the V Foundation to fund research and preventive initiatives locally, right here in the Kentuckiana area. Won't you consider helping us in that quest? Sign up for an event, volunteer, or just make a donation at kfov.org. You really do help save lives like mine. That's kfov.org.
Right foot, your post, and it's dropped in. It's a goal. Louisville City.
Hey, it's Jeff Greer. Lou City is back in action Saturday as the boys in purple return to Lynn Family Stadium to take on Sporting KC2. Join Casey Whitfield and me starting at 7:15 for pregame coverage, followed by the game broadcast at 7:30. It's all right here on ESPN 680, 105.7, and the ESPN Louisville app.
So, I want to remind people, DraftKings Sportsbook, official sports betting partner of the NFL, has a Week 5 offer for every football fan that you should jump on right now. New customers can bet just $1 on any football game and win $100 free bets if either team scores a point. It's pretty
good odds.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The last 0-0 tie in the NFL was in 1943, so I'd say this is a no-brainer. DraftKings customers can also get skin in the game with same-game parlays. Combine multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. The more legs you add, the more money you can win. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code WLCL to bet just $1 on any NFL game and win $100 in free bets if either team scores a point. That's promo code WLCL this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-9 with it. Oh. No, wait a minute. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Oh,
we've changed.
Oh,
see DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Ooh. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Oh,
I was about to make fun of you. I was like, how many times have you done it?
I know.
And then, no, that's not on you, man. I didn't realize they
1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, I'm not telling y'all how to run y'all business, but I think I would be less likely to dial 1-900-GAMBLER if I was looking to end my problem. That's the most passive aggressive way to not get you to call for help that I've ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that like sort of like having to admit you have a problem?
Yeah. 1-800-degenerate dirtbag. Okay.
Listen,
it's not really true. I'm just one run away from being right back at it.
But I love our partnership, and you are running everything as excellent as you can humanly do. So kudos to whoever in the department says.
No, the app is terrific.
You know, we need to change our number too.
And I have to send 1 minute after and before.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna hear all this.
That's fair enough. That's fine too. Just a little constructive psychological. Listen. Sometimes you need some variety of opinions, and we're just offering an alternate suggestion.
The middays consultation line.
Yeah, right.
Give us a call.
Right. Okay. Consultations.
Are you going to talk really quick? I think we do need to at least bring this up before we get back into it. This Urban Meyer thing. He is now, of course, when you make a mistake like this, if anybody's got anything against you. Now, a lot of people there are starting to, you read today where they said a lot of the players are starting to go, I think the one said, he's got no credibility here, even before this, not because of that, but it's like, now's the time to
come out. Yeah.
It's starting to sound like he's going to get fired.
You want to hear Marcus Spears go in on him?
Sure.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Like y'all know me. I ain't never scared on TV. I don't give a damn. We got enough evidence about who Urban Meyer is, America. We have enough. If you want to research it yourself, go ahead and do it. I've researched it. I've talked to people in circles. It's enough out there for everybody to understand why Urban Meyer shouldn't be the head coach of anybody.
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. I think a lot of people feel that way, especially in the NFL community. Here's the interesting point of this whole story. Word on the street is Charlie might get the interim tag.
You're really?
Yeah, like a little bit of the conversation. I'm just reading on Twitter. I don't know how totally true that is, but just a lot of people on Twitter have kind of hinted around that Charlie could get the interim tag if that were to happen. I'm like, that'd be an interesting case. That'd be an interesting case, man, to watch. If second thing, would you take Urban Meyer?
Don't ask me questions like that, Steve. Listen. Don't ask me questions like that, because again, The reason I'm going to say this, and I'll spare everybody's feelings, is because I don't tie in the profession to individual sex life.
Sure.
Their dating life.
Yeah.
You know, what you find morally repulsive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think people have gone way too far out of their area of influence.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was okay. Like I said, you say public embarrassment, the crime, okay. But the affair conversation that you're the morality police for the entire fan base.
Yeah.
Marcus Maben in particular does not do that.
Right.
Because listen, you don't like when it's done to you. You've gotten fired because somebody didn't like something about your lifestyle out of the work, and you thought it was illegal.
Right.
And every time something like that happens, I say it's illegal to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, so I don't judge my, your ability to do a job, a task. Because again, that lint, to me, that little piece of lint never leaves. Hey, that time 15 years ago, you cheated on your wife. So when the player this year got in trouble because he was cheating on his girlfriend, it's because you set an example 15 years ago that I'm just like, there is no end.
Yeah.
There is no end to that. No, that player did not get in trouble. Jordan, don't even, I'm sorry. Steve, you knew what you were doing. You knew exactly what
Can
you
I
were
play
doing.
something? Because it reminded me. Anytime Pop tries not to get too preachy.
Yep.
Occasionally he does, and occasionally cracks me up. It brings me back to my childhood because he would use these same things when I did something wrong, and I wanted to get mad, but at the same time I'd be laughing, and then if I laughed, I'd be in double trouble.
Right.
So, but he kind of went in on Urban yesterday, and I thought actually for once the old man was being pretty fair.
Fair enough.
Well, that isn't me. Well, then I always want to ask them, well, then who the hell was it exactly? Because whoever that guy is just embarrassed you, so you should talk to that guy. Because that guy...
You looked a lot like
look
you
like
too.
a horse's ass. So, that's not me. No, that's not me. Not you, really. Okay. I just, make your apology. You're fine. I'm all about forgiveness. That's fine between you and your wife. Straighten that out. But don't say, oh, no, that's not me. Because by definition, it is you. We saw the picture. It's you. There's a picture. That's you. By definition, that's you.
I want to hear more mind your business.
Yeah.
I want to hear more mind your business.
I know what you're saying.
I mean, I get his point. Yeah. Like I said, his point is the general society point. If you ask me this question, I'm going to stick my middle finger up at you in the press conference and say, mind your business.
Mm-hmm.
And it is our business, Mr. Maben, who, if you are a married man and there's okay, what was she doing? No, describe what she was doing.
Right.
What? No, she would look to be twerking. Now, I don't know what twerking is. Describe it. Twerking is when you stick your bottom. Yeah. Okay. Keep on describe. Okay. Then what? Okay. Show me the crime. Mind your business. What at that twerking she was doing on my lap. Show me how I still can't I can't see where that's any of your business. But you are married. Is my wife your business?
Oh, we live in a gotcha society.
Yeah,
so
right.
Everybody, the louder people make fun of everybody, the more they feel like it absolves them of their own sins.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
What drives me crazy about, especially social media. Everyone getting their righteous muscles and everything.
Yeah, and that's why I say, okay, well, you show me the definition between twerking and a lap dance and a lady dancing in front of me who lost her balance.
I mean, there's something to that. I just think Urban's an idiot for the way he handles it. Because, no, I'm with you. But then when you do the whole, well, that's not me. I'm a man of faith. Blah 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 blah. It's like, come on, dude. Like, just say, hey, look, my bad. And then
Urban's out here living.
Oh, well, I mean,
listen, we were raised on Shaggy.
That's someone texted that in. He's using the Shaggy defense. It wasn't me.
Yeah, I don't care. It's because it's already not your business anyway. So listen. I want you to spend time trying to get sound. I want you to spend time trying to get clearer 1080p so you can just keep trying to prove it. It's not me. It's not your business anyway, so I don't owe you anything. That's just how I feel about it. But like I said, I do know I'm in the minority on that. Offensive line, Steve.
Okay.
Louisville, Wake Forest, Graves, offensive line. Feel free to jump in here. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line. YouTube channel's up and running. Offensive line.
Can I stick with defense just for a second?
Absolutely.
Because I really want to get to a point about the defense that's not been necessarily brought up as much. And then I'll go to the offensive line really quick. Something else was out of character on Saturday, and it was Keitrell Clark. I mean, he got chewed up a little bit. Like, it was kind of like, wait a minute. And in my opinion, even with what we didn't like about the defensive line, I think if he kind of holds serve, we win that game. It was very uncharacteristic to watch them start almost picking on him. Like, they took the Robinson kid or whatever he was, the one kid who was a really good receiver, don't get me wrong. But it was like there was a lot of times, and this is one of those where listening to the game also helped me. Listening to the game allowed me to hear the true call and the names. And it was like every few minutes, it was like, right in front of Clark, or another catch, third down. It was Clark. It was like, over the top. It was Clark. It was like,
I don't remember anything egregious, but
no, I don't think it was either.
And it's like comeback catches. You can't, zone plays. Like, what you're saying is probably right. I'm just saying, I think how like you trust your eyes would have noticed.
I just don't think he had a good game at all. It was like, and that's not really gotten pointed out as much, where it's like, okay, I need my studs to be studs though. Like, and so I could, and as a football guy, I put a lot of that on him Saturday. Even more so than the D-line.
As a stud.
As a stud. Because I'm like, you're the guy that's getting talked about in the first couple rounds of the NFL draft.
I made this scheme based on you having your area on
lockdown. Like, I knew, okay, they're not going to go pick on him. And it's like, they kind of did. Like, they started throwing right at you, actually. It was like they had a matchup issue there, and they knew it. That favored them. So, I mean, that was one side. And I know I'm just kind of cleaning up the defensive side of the ball. But it was like,
maybe that gives defense line extra bump.
Because I was
if
like,
he makes a play,
man, like, if he just holds serve on what he does.
Actually, I'm gonna give him a D. I'm gonna give our defensive backfield a D for that egregious ball spin that Quintero Cole.
Oh God, yeah.
So actually,
dang near spun it through the ground.
I'm just gonna literally kick him off the team for that egregious behavior. Joel, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away, my man. Joe,
can you hear me?
Yep. There you go.
All right. I felt like I had an obligation to call in today from ground zero, because if you walk out my backyard and go over this little hill, that's exactly where Urban Meyer and Tim Tebow live. So I'm reporting from Jacksonville ground zero. And so this is obviously just going off what y'all were talking about a minute ago. And I hear you, Marcus, about, what's your business and all that, man. But I think, and again, this is just what I'm hearing around, here from town. But it's like, if that guy comes in and he's a new coach, he's got no credibility off the jump in that locker room. And then he doesn't fly back with the team after you take an L on Thursday night. And then that comes up. I mean, I thought it was a gimmicky hire. I mean, you guys probably don't know, or maybe you do, but Jacksonville's a Florida Gator town, right? And it felt so gimmicky when they hired Urban Meyer. So everything I'm hearing here, man, I don't know if he's going to have a job, man, by the end of the day.
So, Joel, do you want?
Well,
him fired?
He will, because Shad Khan just released a statement that said they addressed the Meyer with Urban. Specifics of the conversation will be held in confidence. What I will say is his conduct last week was inexcusable. I appreciate Urban's remorse. I believe it's sincere, and now he must regain trust and respect. That will require personal commitment from Urban, who everyone supports. I am confident he will deliver.
Interesting. So what were you going to ask me, Marcus?
Do you want him? Do you think he should get fired? And you know why I'm asking this, Joel. You know the moment you call, I assume you want a coach fired.
No. I mean, my thing is, I kind of agree with you. I mean, I agree with your sentiment. I just think if you're looking at turning around, like, first off, I'm so happy I'm not a Jags fan. Obviously, you guys know by now I'm a Bucks, grew up in Tampa Bay my whole life. But I think if you're trying to rebuild this team here, I just think that, I don't know, it's not off to a good start. I just didn't think it was a good hire. Do I think you should get fired for that? No, because like you said, you can go out every bar across the country every night, and there's probably a coach up on there, player up there, getting grinded on. So, I mean, we're going to fire everybody. You know what I'm saying? Nikki V said it's a gotcha society. That's exactly right. But I look at it more so, I wouldn't fire him because of that. But I just think that the locker room, not flying back with, I got more, you know what, to be honest with you, I got more issue with the guy not flying back with the team after you took an L on Thursday night. If you want everybody committed and you want to, you know, have you buy in, you fly back with your boys, man. That's my opinion, because you ain't got no cred so far. You just stepped in the NFL 2 days ago. So, but that's all I got, man. Ground zero. I'll let you know if I see any kind of smoke coming up from over the hill or anything like that.
Fair enough, Joe. I do appreciate the call. Oh. Me and my wife are in an open relationship. She doesn't. She likes when hot girls grind on me at the club. Golly, she doesn't mind.
You do bring up a good point. Yeah,
to twerk on me.
Yeah,
she doesn't mind. It's not your business.
Like, you don't know.
Stop recording me. You're the criminal.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that. Of course, you can make the Norton Commons jokes as you want, but I do agree with you on that. It's like you don't know what somebody's relationship is.
My wife thinks that's hot.
Nick's girlfriend like DMs me all the time now,
and Nick thinks that's
and Nick would be upset if he knew.
You, Ian.
Yeah, if he knew, he would be extremely upset.
You son of a.
But no, you get what I'm saying.
One of you hate snakes. You are one.
I know.
There it is.
Good. That was good. No, but I mean that is a good point. It's like, dude, you don't know what
I know.
I'm not saying I agree with it.
Shut
but
your mouth. We're a power couple. Like, we don't, we don't have a physical relationship. That's my wife. She bears my kids, and we do our own thing.
Yeah,
like,
or
mind your business. Quit recording.
To Joel's point, though, and I get your sentiment too. I mean, I don't let people.
I'm worth $300 million. I don't have to ride the plane back with the team.
But like all of it though adds up to, there's enough evidence that, dude, he wasn't just like, hey, like I'm gonna try to be a good guy. He did freaking leadership specials on ESPN. His whole brand was golly gee, salt of the earth leadership type crap. And that's what it was. It was crap because there's enough evidence now that one or two of these.
Okay,
I'm with you.
Where's the crime?
It's just it's not a crime. It's hypocrisy.
Can holy people not get twerked on? Is that
that's fine, but
is that illegal in the church?
Listen, I mean, it wouldn't exactly be great to have that video come out. Yes,
I don't think that was in Genesis, but that's fine. But it's when you do the moral compass, we need to be like leaders of men and all this stuff, and you're forgetting about a toxic culture. You use an excuse. Like, anytime someone uses a mental excuse.
I mean, he's not Aaron Hernandez.
No, but I mean, okay, that's another one. Like that. I mean, he's got that on his like.
That's not his resume. I kept him clean. I put him as a roommate with Tebow.
He said that he's got a foggy memory and forgot about a toxic culture that was going on at Ohio State. He's too big to fly on a plane back with his team when his team needs him, when he does leadership specials to help. Like, I'm sorry, like, enough of this stuff. Like, he's full of crap. Dude, get your, wear sweatpants and go to the Rustic Frog. Do it right, man. Live your life. But I'm saying, don't then.
Yeah, but they can't record me at the Rustic Frog either.
I'm just saying, like, I got no problem with that. I'd have more respect if he did that and then rode back with the team.
What is the Rustic Frog?
It's if you got to ask, I can't.
Like locally?
Yeah. No, it's anyway. Well, I'll tell you off the air. No, it's but I mean, like, I got no problem.
What is this? Like, I know now I'm getting scared. I'm like,
it's just it's
God's name is this place.
It's in God's country.
Gentlemen's Club?
Yeah, Gentlemen's Club, but it's like the Gentlemen's Club where like crazy crap happens. I've never gone, but I've heard enough stories there. The daily double would be to go there, then go to the casino, then go back there, and then try to take a stripper back to the casino. That was sort of like
this stuff is all legal, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I guess.
Right. You can grab that. And again, y'all, like, it's just I'm being harsh intentionally. You know what I'm saying? I'm being callous intentionally because I have to draw the lines. You know, it's like I draw the lines at overstepping boundaries. I draw lines at protecting your freedom of speech and your, things like that.
Yeah.
So that's just something important to me in general.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Are you want to move on to the offensive line?
Yeah. Do you just want to jump back in to the O-line now? We'll just go from that. We'll just go from that, and then we'll just hop back into this O-line.
Listen, I was just making a point.
Yeah, and we'll just thank you for throwing that over here.
Wow, the Rustic Frog has changed a lot since the last time I went. I should say your name.
Nick, did you hear that?
Air.
What?
He goes, look, Marcus finishes up his point. Rustic Frog apparently is we've done swinging lifestyle, all this, and we go he goes, you want to jump back into the O-line? Oh yeah. Oh, I just want to get back in. Well, I think the scheme, the way we run.
No, it's a good thing Renato Brown is recovering from his injury. Day to day.
Let's just hop right back in here like nothing happened.
Tandra at softball dag Dustin want to weigh in.
Let's do that first.
Of course.
I need to play the torpedo sound effect. I torpedoed the show.
Okay,
I
go.
apologize.
Softball dad Dustin, fire away.
One more time.
Softball dad Dustin, fire away.
Hey, what's the restaurant in Atlanta that has really, really good wings?
Magic City.
Are they
Lemon
a
pepper, baby.
subsidiary of the Rustic Frog?
So you're saying the Rustic Frog has good wings? I guess
it's not Roosters.
Okay. Hey, Steve, I don't know if you saw this or not. Twinkie came out with a pumpkin spice flavored Twinkie.
I did see that.
Are you? I'm assuming you're all in.
Well, I'm currently on a little bit of a cleanse, so I'm not at the moment. I'm doing a little pre-Disney cleanse because we're going for a few days there, and I'm going to smash about everything that's there food-wise. So, no, I'm not, but I will be eventually.
What better way to cleanse than to eat a Twinkie?
Right, that'd be perfect. It's just perfect.
No,
all right. I have nothing sports-wise other than I'm going to Google Rustic Frog as soon as I hang up.
Listen, appreciate the call. I mean, again, if it's
Texture says I'm going this weekend.
If it's your right, I believe you should do it without being recorded.
I do agree with that. Like, the whole gotcha thing is a little unnerving. We got people taking photos of hosts here. Like, I mean,
yeah.
Now, granted, I don't think Blank was surrounded by twerking women.
It's not okay to take a picture of Mark Blankenbaker in public. He's enjoying himself.
Yeah,
it's not okay.
He's having dinner before he goes on the air, lunch before he goes on the air. Like, it's not funny to go snap a picture of him.
Yeah. Okay. So, if this is my wife twerking on, is this okay? Is it okay to record if that's his wife?
Right.
Her dancing on my lap.
Would it all be funny then? Would it be like, oh, it's funny?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no, he shouldn't be doing that out in public.
Right.
See, now where do we draw the line? What if she's really good at her dancing and really provocative?
Yeah.
Then you say, that's too much for out here. Shut up. Shut up. Who we got on line?
We have a Tandra.
Tandra, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Yeah, so I just wanted to have a little follow-up comment on the whole Urban Meyer.
I'm listening. Tandra.
Yes. And that's okay. Well, he said he on the phone. It's not me. I think it's you today. So this is my take on the Urban Meyer deal. I get what you're saying about the whole thing being a private matter between he and his wife. What they do is what they do, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
I get that. What you are leaving out is that Urban Meyer is a public figure. A. B. He stayed behind. He let his team go home. He stayed behind in the state of Ohio, where he's well known. Everybody knows him. So for me, it calls into more than anything.
Kendra, you're cutting out a little bit.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Is that fireable?
Yes, because you are. To me, I don't know. He would be walking the thin line. I don't know if I would be. But the thing about it with Urban Meyer is everything adds. It's just like where there's smoke, there's fire. I didn't think it. I thought it was an iffy hire anyway. But when your first decision as a new NFL head coach, the first major decision you make is to hire a strength coach that had 6 months prior been let go, terminated from a school that did an investigation and determined that he had some racist behavior towards some student athletes, but you see fit to go and hire him. I don't know what you thought an NFL locker room with paid millionaires, with predominantly African-American men in there, what their reaction was going to be to this hire. It's a strength coach. You could have hired anybody in the nation, but you had to have this particular one. So, and then you can't forget the incident while he was at Ohio State with one of his assistant coaches and the whole domestic violence thing.
So do you
Urban? I think it all adds up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So when he took this job, in your mind, he was already on probation.
No. When he made that hire of that strength coach that had just been let go after a school did a thorough investigation and found that what those student athletes said was accurate, that he didn't say the things that he did, you proceed to hire him 6 months later at an NFL level. That to me calls in your judgment. And like I said, when he was at Ohio State, that whole domestic violence thing with his assistant coach or whatever. And I think maybe he and his wife were friends or whatever with the coach and his wife. And the woman tried to reach out to Urban. The text message that came out that said that, that proved that she tried to text Urban about what was going on. He denied it, said he didn't know anything about it. So like I said, for me, it's his judgment. And to me, where there's smoke, there's fire. And he's got a track record of questionable decision making. When you're a public figure, when you're public figure, your private life, it's kind of sacrifice. You can't go out in public and do things and not think nobody or anybody is going to record or say, and then for God's sake, you're Urban Meyer in Ohio with an Ohio State sweatshirt on. Like, what do you,
He tried to blend in.
But that's the thing about it. He can't afford to put himself in those positions. And then, or two, he has to stay away from it. That's the sacrifice a leader makes. When you're trying to set a tone and lead people and show them the right way, direction, you can't do or be a part of it. You have to set an example of what you're telling them to be. So that's why, like I said, I think they're going to keep him and they're not going to terminate him. But his judgment is if he's not under the influence, or if he is in a clear mind, a clear state of conscience, making a terrible hire, the first thing you do as an NFL coach is make this first thing out the gate. Your judgment tells you to make this hire. It's like I question his judgment, and that to me, his judgment leads to character issues, and those all play big time when you are trying to be a leader. So,
Kendra, I do appreciate the call.
Okay.
Yeah, listen,
have a good day, Mark.
You too, for sure. Listen, I appreciate that call, but again, it's in my world, like I said, to be held. Okay, you cannot be a hostage to popularity. Because if you start saying public figure, okay, so now Steve is, listen, if you want to put Steve in a judgmental box, you can say he's a public figure. He's been asked to MC an event. If you make people a public figure, that's when you like almost like you make them vulnerable to be judged on everything. just by saying public figure. So you mean to tell me everybody else can operate with with immunity, but because I coach football, and when you say leader of men, I'm a head football coach. I'm a strategist. You know what I'm saying? I teach them how to win football games. I'm not the moral god of professional grown NFL men. That's why I'm not in college anymore. I'm teaching grown men. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but the reason, Kendra, the reason I asked about probation is because it's like, in this conversation, you're bringing up something my assistant coach did in college. So you already got me on probation. Hey, the hire, I thought when I talked to my assistant coach, he explained to me the racist issues or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We talked about it with Khan. Khan said, we can't make this happen. Okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? I was willing to give the benefit of the doubt that he's a good dude and he's not racist. But, but if you get to attack every decision he makes, in life, like where there's smoke, there's fire. Guess what they're saying about us? Chris Mack, he recorded it. How many times has somebody said, well, with Louisville, where there's smoke, there's fire?
Yeah.
Chris Jones, just everything.
Yeah.
Like smoke, there's fire doesn't really work for me anymore because narratives.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
If you're always driving narratives of anti-Louisville in the paper, guess what? There's always smoke then.
Yeah.
So 2 years from now, we could be completely clean for 2 years, 100%. But if every other week we're getting accused of something and we have to defend ourselves, there's always smoke.
Sure.
Smoke is media.
All right. Kendra brings up a good point.
You said what?
Kendra brings up a good point. I'm sorry I messed up her name for the fourth straight time. No, Kendra called. There's also like one last little addendum here. Now, this is my biggest issue with it. Totally with you. Let people live. I do think that if you are in the public eye because you get perks because of that, you also might have some extra stipulations on it. I don't think they're necessarily fair, but they are understandable.
I don't need it because he earned that job. Like he earned that. He worked. Yeah, like
he did. But with that job comes it's a 2-lane highway. I don't think like I really liked your point about how a guy that works in IT, he's allowed to go do whatever the hell he wants to. He can do blow off a stripper, but it's only because he's not in the public eye.
Listen,
okay.
don't. I don't want to go extreme.
Yeah, no. Neither do I. But I agree with that sentiment. I just also think that if there's any extra, stipulations thrown on you, it's because and on that 2-way street, you also get some perks.
But listen, public eye. It's not the media that gets to set all. It's not judgment people who want somebody fired every other week judging what the stipulations are. Khan judges my stipulations. Khan says, hey,
Shad, not Tony. If Tony was here, if Tony was running it, everything would be taken care of.
Jericho would be the, they'd have a steel cage match.
If Tony was running this, none of this would be an issue.
Jericho would be the head coach. Be awesome.
Again, I'm not fighting a moral battle here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting the, he's right or wrong thing.
But Rick Pitino gets brought up as a Louisville scandal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said,
you just hate Italians.
I know. Well, I love Rick.
I'm just addressing the where's the line part of it. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing that all day too. I've been snatching my headphone up. Yeah, to me, it's just give me some parameters because I can't just have media following me around in dive bars, secretly recording me, and then saying I can't do my job in the NFL because I'm in a corner of a dive bar. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's just you just gotta have some lines to me. You know what I'm saying?
That is one thing.
So if we catch you doing anything morally defunct because we're following you around all day and all night, we got the right to judge you no.
That is the whole gotcha thing. And I always had a soft spot because I do think some people are AHs, and some celebs are AHs, just like non-celeb people. There's good people in AHs, and everyone can be an AH sometimes. But I always kind of like people would get crucified, like celebs would get crucified for punching like a paparazzi. There's times when I was like, I'd like to think I'm pretty patient and level-headed, but if you caught me on a bad day and stuck a camera in my face, I'd probably try to spin kick.
Well, okay.
Like, I'm just being honest. Sorry. No. I just, before I go too far, I don't want to forget Kendra's point. I think you and I are kind of on different Like it's all about Urban, but like we're talking about it from two different fronts.
Yep.
Mine is just I agree with you. I don't like the gotcha society. I just don't like the hypocrisy of Urban Meyer.
Okay, yeah,
because Kendra is saying that like if you want to whip your wife, go do it, bud. But then don't come in and teach like Kendra said, teach classes on class and leadership and morals at the university. If you want to go do your thing, do your thing. Consenting adults, whatever. But then don't play that card and be like all high and mighty, and then try to use that card to get you out of repugnant behavior, like what happened at Ohio State. That's the part that pisses me off. If you want to do your thing, do your thing, but don't act like you're better than
If you don't like him, don't like him. But this is not his job. His job is the football coach. If you say I love him as a football coach, but I hate all that moral crap he talks when he's not playing, when he's not a football coach. Okay, it's okay to not like that.
But
and
I
say,
think it trickles in a little bit.
He's a hypocrite off the field. You don't fire him for that. You don't talk about his job for that. You say you go talk to the GM and say, hey man, stay out the club. It's a bad look. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like those worlds crash,
Yeah,
because it's giving that punk paparazzi guy who's camera phoning me, it's giving him a million hits. So you know what I'm saying, to be able to do that. And people who don't like me are turning him into a hero, following me around, recording me.
It's just going to spurn more of those people. Like, yeah, I don't disagree with that.
But you're right. We are kind of talking about it from again. Y'all can imagine I have a soft spot for this kind of, the criminalizing of somebody who's popular living their life like a normal person. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, like I said, it's a rangy conversation.
No, I get what you're saying. You got Brad if you want.
Somebody caught my attention real quick. Says Steve could care less about. Who we got? Brad, fire away, my man.
Hey guys, good morning. I just want to say it's been a great show so far. I just want to hit on this Urban Meyer thing real quick if I could.
Yeah, fire away, yeah.
All right, so the thing, I don't have a problem with Urban Meyer going out and doing his thing, doing whatever he wants to do, by all means, go for it. But the vision that an NFL head football coach stays behind after a loss in a state that he has no part of right now, that's the thing that bothers me. Like, I don't think he should get fired for it necessarily, but I think the NFL should probably see a fine or so, like, headed his way.
A fine?
A fine, yeah.
For not riding the plane with his team?
I mean, imagine Bill Belichick does this kind of thing. Like, you don't just brush it off, and Bill Belichick's out at a dive bar getting lap dances or whatever it is. Like, you don't have that same image. Bill Belichick's he's not that irresponsible. Like, the thing about Urban Meyer is that's an irresponsible move, and you're the face of a $1 billion, franchise. I don't know who Jacksonville is or not, but you have to assume, they're higher up there in the.
So what's the justification for taking his money? Is this a bad look?
It's just a bad look for the organization. It's misconduct, I guess you can say.
Wait, the riding the plane part or the girl dancing in front of him?
Not riding the plane is more along where I'm at. But the fact that he got caught up and he didn't go home with his team, that all, I think, falls in line together.
I appreciate the call. This is a tough crowd, man. This is a tough crowd.
Yeah, look, I understand it if the ownership was upset at him for not riding the plane home. Hey man, look, pull you in the office. Hey man, don't. Look, in our organization, that's not how we want things run. We'd rather you be on the plane like that. Yeah, I do understand that.
That's a talk. Hey, this is a bad look. It's a talk. But the extremism of not the guy for the job, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, just play Ohio. That's where I'm from. Like Coach Crum, if you were in your hometown, if you played a team, if you're from North Carolina, we go to North Carolina. My family could pick me up from practice the day before. You just got to be, hey, we know you from Carolina. You know your family here. Just go out eat with your family. Just be home by bed check. You know what I'm saying? Urban Meyer. Listen, we had my crib. I'm not riding the plane back with y'all. I got some things to do and people to see.
Yeah.
I don't think he was getting dinner with his family. Maybe the wings are good there, man. Strip
Actually,
clubs
he did
sometimes have
first.
surprisingly
All right,
good food.
do you want to finish up these grades?
Oh God, yeah. I'm sorry.
Can we finish up these grades? Because I'm not talking about Wake Forest. One more second this week. All right.
Yeah, Vaughn,
starting tomorrow.
Offensive line.
I moved on to Virginia and where we're headed from here.
High speed grades.
Offensive
Actually, we
line.
got some time.
Yeah, offensive line. I thought was pretty good. I thought they were pretty good. I thought the
running backs made our offensive line look better.
I mean that's true. I mean you could play that.
They are where they want to be.
Yeah,
I thought they did a great job because here's the thing: you don't make that guy miss in the backfield, we're crushing our offensive line.
Sure,
if they don't make that, these at least 8 times they gave a backfield shake.
Yeah, that's fair.
That gave them. So I'll give the offensive line a B, but I know that student cheated. But they cheated so cool.
Yeah.
They did like the test answers on the Band-Aid or something where you're just like, okay, look, you're going to be okay in life if you're willing to, if you come up with a new, if you taping,
Oh, yeah. Come up with that creative of an idea. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's like, you know what, I'll
put it on his contact list.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just like
good for him.
Yeah, if you've exercised the technology to do that, like, I can.
Yeah, I was going to go B- with them. And I thought, they gave us time. They gave Malik time for the most part. Yeah.
Pass blocking. You know what? Yeah, I'll give him a solid B. You're right.
Yeah.
The pass blocking. I
Thought they were
almost
pretty good.
Yeah. Left it out. Okay, so I'll go B for that. Coaching. Yeah. Are we gonna do macro staff or?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's fine. I mean, coaching. I thought it was a B+.
I thought we outcoached Wake Forest.
I did too. Yeah. I mean, I'll give it a B+. The only reason I won't give it an A is because we didn't win.
and you know what? I felt so good, Steve, about doubling down before the game, saying during the week I said this will be the first game that I watch that I know I'm not blaming the coaches if we lose.
Yeah,
because I've watched them out scheme this Wake Forest squad. I've watched our guys show up. I watched them have them prepared to play, and they were prepared.
Yeah,
they were ready to go.
Sure,
So,
absolutely.
yeah,
I thought it was good.
I actually A- them.
Yeah, I thought Satterfield called a good game. I thought, I thought Brian Brown for the most part called a good game.
Sucks when you lose Ashton and Montgomery, and you know what I'm saying. It's like this is where the coaches respond to me.
Yeah,
and they say, Marcus, we listened to your show at the beginning of the season, and we listened to you talk about how we haven't been doing a bunch of contact in practice, and how you thought that was going to affect, the way we tackled at the beginning of the year. You see how tough it is when we start losing these studs. And if we would have went full contact in practice, there's about 4 of these guys that you wouldn't even been seeing right now, or I'd say, or coach, they know how to fall better. They've been used to the contact.
Yeah,
that's how it's smart aleck to talk back, but you still get the point. I'm listening. Is that something? Is that energy you want to leave off?
It just says, Steve, if you saw Drew doing cartwheels in the street with a tennis skirt and fishnet stockings with a bedazzled jean jacket, would you be okay with that? Yeah, no, that's Drew's business.
That's his business.
Yeah. What? I don't know what
They
they're trying
act
to
like
prove
we
with
haven't
that.
seen that.
Yeah, I was
What
gonna
the
say.
hell?
Yeah. What do you think I would be like? He can't be the boss here. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, does he? Hey, look, are you still making money for the station? Who cares?
What?
Who cares?
Okay, is there
Can someone
point?
Photoshop?
I
need
don't
that.
really
in my
know
life.
Is there point saying like he was embarrassing the station?
I guess.
So
I don't know.
but see,
Quarterbacks.
Malik.
Yeah, Malik. Yeah.
A- because you just didn't win.
Yeah, I was gonna say I give Malik an A. He's playing some great football right now, man. I mean, I was looking at the thing this morning. It had him, Des Ridder, and Stroud. It was like 3 of the highest rated quarterbacks this year so far. Like,
Yeah, he's playing great football.
yeah. I mean, I think Malik has been awesome.
Defensive backfield.
Ooh, corners would be lower than the safeties, but even the safeties weren't great.
Yeah, the open field tackles, we missed a couple.
Yeah.
We gave up a lot of extra yards.
Q Cole come up with the pick. That's going to help you because that was a big pick.
Yeah, but he gets no credit because he spun the ball.
Yeah, right.
As he was jogging, Steve.
That ball.
Yeah.
As he was jogging, tore up the turf, spinning the ball so hard.
Like a little missile, little screwdriver. Just I mean, God, they weren't very good. I go D+. Yeah, they weren't good. Linebackers they'd probably be right up there with B+. Yeah, they'd be one of the higher grades as well. I have trouble giving a lot of A's in a loss. I do give Malik an A. I thought he was really good.
Wide receivers, A.
Yeah.
A. Wide receivers got the highest grade in my book. Wide receivers. It would almost be, did I give them an A+ last week?
Yeah.
What did they screw up? What did they screw up? Malik missed them. They get an A+. If my wide receivers catch like that, I'm going to have an awesome season.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Harrell had a great
A+.
Yeah, had a great plays. Justin Marshall had a really good game. Jordan Watkins had a good game. Amari Huggins-Bruce, when he was called on, made a big play. I mean, Marshawn Ford, for the most part, played well.
Is Johnson the one that fumbled that punt?
Yeah. But that's a special teams play.
So he don't count.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough because special teams would be interesting because you want me to give another A. I'd probably give an A to our kicker, Turner.
Right.
I mean, he missed the 50-yarder.
He had plenty of leg on that one.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. He just missed that one, but he come right back and hit the 48-yarder. I mean, in a big moment, and got us 3 points. So, yeah, it was I thought he was good too. So, I mean, that's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, man, you didn't feel terrible about the game, and you feel like you can win some of these games coming up. I mean, and start Saturday with Virginia. You'd be 4-2.
4-2.
Staring down a bye week, and then Boston College. Boston College, NC State.
You got a bye week, man.
And Clemson.
You got to finish strong on a bye week.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like number one. Just your bye. Oh, fans. You got a bye week. If you don't go to this game, I don't want to hear that no football. This sucks Saturday. And I'll be watching everybody who follows me on Twitter.
I said my feelings are going to be really hurt if it's in a great atmosphere.
You will not go to that game, and then I'm going to record football. Yeah, but you didn't go to the last game, and you could have went. You could have went to that one, and the weather was perfect, and all that good stuff. You should have went. Don't complain